Hello, hello, welcome in, and welcome back to the free trial completionist playthrough. We are back with our tiny baby honk. Duck here. Sorry, I didn't feel like dressing up fancy today. Or maybe I dressed up the fanciest I could possibly dress up. Depending on the way you look at it. But welcome back, our tiny baby duckling here with his glowy book, and it's time for us to upgrade it some more. We've got eye level 90 right now. I want to upgrade this. I want to upgrade this thing pretty much as far as I possibly can, and that's not happening today. Today, I don't even know if I'm going to get all the way through this particular grind. Because this particular grind is a pain in the butt. Hello, coloring book. I like coloring books. Hey, newbie. Yep. We are hopefully getting up to a coloring book ATMA today. I'm new here. Fairly new. Yep. Not entirely new, though. Hey, newbie. Hi, Baron. Yeah, I do keep seeing your walk-on going off before I actually start my stream, Baron. Like when you first show up in chat or whatever before the stream actually starts, I see your walk-on go off on my OBS. I don't know why it's not limited to only when I'm actually streaming. It doesn't play, you don't hear it. Yeah, that's what I mean, before I even start stream. When I'm just sitting here getting things ready for my stream, I hear your walk-on go off in OBS, right? Not see it either as an option. I don't know why it's not limited to only when I'm live. Because it's going off when I'm before I'm live. Got up in arms. It's you, honk. Glad to see you. Those old blokes from faraway lands suddenly appeared. He's been bugging me ever since, asking about putting souls in relics or something. Well, at least you know when I'm here before you stream. It makes a bit of sense to me. Can the man see how busy I am pounding kettles all bloody day? I had time to be humoring the elderly. Or you're the one with the relic, ain't that right? If there's anyone that shows up and bloke ought to be bothering, I reckon it's you. Run along, Ben, and keep the old coot off my back. Zodiac weapons, the saga begins. Oh boy. Really, this is not the worst. I kind of remember the ATMA stage being terrible because I farmed all of them at once. I farmed all of the ATMA I would need for every single relic at the same time, which made the ATMA stage horrible for me because I was farming for like 10 different relics at once. Today we're not going to be doing that. Today I'm only going to farm enough for this one relic. And the stage after this is much worse. Much worse. You have to fully fill out... it's my penultimate blurb. You have to fully fill out 9 books in the next stage. It's terrible. Each book is like 5 or 6 different enemies you have to farm, kind of like a hunting log. 3 specialty fates you have to farm, which are not just fates that are always up. There's always at least one that's like a special fate you have to work through a series to get to the end of. 3 dungeons, and I think that's it. Maybe there's more to it. And that's each book, and there's 9 books you have to do for a single relic. The stage after this is going to be a nightmare. Save one blurb for something else. Oh man. Yeah, but it's the stage after this that's really gonna suck. This one should be okay with just a single class. It can still take a long time. This could still end up being like a 5 or 6 hour long stream today, maybe, because it's all RNG based. I just have to go and I have to run fates, and the fates have a random chance to drop an ATMA when I finish them, kind of thing. And I need one from 12 different zones, I believe. Impropriety. My land, what the? Oh, come on. Really? God. SDG&E may shut off our power over the next 2 days due to Santa Ana wind gusts. God damn it. Like, don't do it right now, please. Gross fates. I'm just glad I finally got Giesel Greens up and running before I reach this stage, because having my chicken dumplings back me up, that'll be useful. And the elderly are treated with deference, and visitors are received with honor. Honk. Excuse me, adventurer. Yep, definitely an adventurer. Only an adventurer would dress like this. During a trying sea voyage to meet with Eorzea's greatest weaponsmith, only to find that he's the greatest bore I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. Was this your weapon? Gravely mistaken, 'tis a relic infused with Hafnarian mist. Can't see anything but your law just going a little bit of drool at the beak. Where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jalzan, and I hail from the Near Eastern city-state of Rodzit Han. Yeah, he is Rodzit Han. I'm an alchemist by trade. I mean, everyone at Rodzit Han is an alchemist by trade, so... Life's work to study the enhancement of arms through soul infusion. Verily, Thavnarian mist is one of the fruits of my toils. Good for you, I suppose. Oh, whoops, I need to change something I just noticed. But learning that the elixir had come to some prominence in Eorzea, I journeyed here with the intent of exploring new possibilities in my research. I want but for a subject to proceed. Yeah, well, I need a better book, so... I've already doodled all I can doodle in this one. I could use a better one. It will come further enhanced. You agree to assist me, adventurer, for your troubles come to possess a mightier relic. No, but will I possess a mightier relic? Yes. I love this helmet so much. Decision you will not regret. Without further ado, allow me to explain what my research will entail. Ether permeates all things in our world. What you may not know, however, is that ether is found in greater concentrations in Eorzea than elsewhere. Why is that the case? I'm not sure why that's the case. Could it have been Dalamud, maybe? Although that would have only been in the last 5 years. He's not talking about it if it's a recent development. He's making it sound like it's always been the case. And a weapon infused with a quasi-soul, such as your relic, is used to slay a living being in this ether-rich land. A peculiar phenomenon occurs. Either released by the fallen creature resonates with your weapon and agglomerates into a crystal, which I have dubbed ATMA. So you noted that this occurs only on rare occasions due to factors I have yet to identify. So you're utterly worthless then. As you may have already gathered, ATMA is essentially the crystallized soul of a living being. So I'm soul trapping people from Skyrim, just stealing their souls rather than letting them pass on. These crystals hold the key to strengthening your weapon. In my research, 12 unique pieces of ATMA are required. Mean they must be acquired from 12 different foes. See the deed done, and you shall hold in your hand such power as you have never known. For some reason, as of yet unexplained, a huge amount of ether was sealed at Silver Tier Lake, and Midgard's armor was to guard the seal there. Apparently it broke. Ah. Certain fates, while equipped with a relic weapon Zenith, you may obtain Atma Crystal. The locations the fates the Atma yielded are as follows. Yeah. Not gonna bother looking at that. I am, however, just gonna bring it up on a website on the other end, so I don't have to bother with it. Cool. Should I just put that on a list of my own? Yeah, I'll just put that on a list of my own. I'll just put that on my own list so I can keep track of it. That way I don't have to keep tabbing over to the frickin' internet to look at it. I need to change that. That's what I had that was messing up. It kept muting when I would tab out. That should be fine. Unsure as to how reliable that is, considering it doesn't take into account that Dragon Daddy is an alien. Alright, first we just need to start doing fates right around here in North Shroud. And so it begins. 14 minutes left on this one. Good. And get your butt out here, dumplings. And get on attacker stance. That's what I need you on right now. All these fates, I'm definitely going to be triggering bosom buddies and leveling him up, though. That'll be nice. I mean, yeah, if your source doesn't even take into account that he's an alien, that's a little old. Although it may just not be relevant to the conversation or something, so they didn't bother to mention it. Oh, no wonder I have so few abilities. This guy is level 8. Man, I sinked down way far and lost all my abilities then. Oh, also, when we start heading to the Lenosha zones, that'll be somewhat interesting. Wait, did I not summon? I didn't. Okay, then. That's part of the problem. I'm like, why is my health so low? At this low of a level, I should just be able to auto-heal through everything, and it's like, oh, that's why. Oh, first shot! You, like, never get Fate's first shot, man. Woo! First shot. Atma of the Archer is done. Next up is East Shroud and then Central Shroud. But yes, when we start heading for the Fates in Lenosha, it's going to be somewhat interesting, because I need to pop into Limsa and spend this. Somehow, over the course of this event, I've got 96 tomestones to spend. I know exactly what I'm spending them on first, but that's only 50 tomestones. It's to unlock something that I have no other means of unlocking on the free trial other than buying it with tomestones. I wonder about the serpent ring. Because, like, for completion's sake, getting the serpent ring would be interesting, but I'm probably never going to equip the serpent ring at any point on any glam, so, like, it's kind of a waste. Whoa! Lag spike. Oh, wait, I don't even have my AoE. And these guys have huge AoEs. I should probably not be trying to fight multiple of them at once. Let's just let my chicken beat their asses. Of course you level synced me down. Would you mind getting in there and kicking his ass for me? I don't even want to pay attention to him. You beat up the wild boar for me. While I deal with the actual fate targets, you can just kick the crap out of that boar. If we can do this in one again, that'll be great. I doubt we will, but it'd still be great. I mean, the more Atmas we get in one, the better. Not that I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I got most of my Atmas in one, I can move on to the next step and we'll get the next relic. No. Like I said, the next relic is 9 books. That ain't happening in one day. I think this last one will do. It's kind of nice to be able to have, like, Archer to do these, just because of the fact that Archer is fizz ranged, and so you don't have to stop, you don't have to hard cast anything, you don't have to, you know, you can just, like, run through and blast everyone and keep going. Hey, Bosom Buddies 1 is almost complete. Also, I'm getting storm seals from doing these fates. I forgot fate farming was a way to get some, like, Grand Company seals early on. That good? Nope, we do need to finish this one. There we go. Still no ATMA. Nice to have the storm seals, though. Let's go deeper. Forget about it since you don't do fates. Yeah, I forget about that all the time. I forget about that as an option for seals, Grand Company seals, because I usually have more than enough Grand Company seals at any given time, just from, like, trashing stuff I get out of dungeons and stuff like that. Did this one just disappear on me? Yes, it did. That one's only got 2 minutes. That one's only got 2 minutes. Neither of these are good options. But you don't actually have to succeed at the fate in order to get an ATMA. You can fail fates and still get ATMAs as long as you, like, contributed to the fate enough. I probably shouldn't have wasted time with this since this is a hunt log enemy, and this fate only has 2 minutes left. As long as I get enough contribution in, I'll still get a chance at the ATMA, even though this fate is definitely going to fail. Oh wait, but I have my AoE. Oh yes, I forgot. These idiots all have ranged attacks, so they stand outside of any useful AoE range to blast you from a distance. Forgot that all these stupid plants use AoE to, or use ranged attacks to stay outside of your AoEs. So boring. But I should be able to get a pretty good amount of contribution to this, even though it's still definitely gonna fail, because I can't just gather like 5 of these enemies together to AoE to death. Yeah, see, they just won't move at all. I'm not even gonna focus on the Condor. Yeah, I'm gonna get 1 away from finishing this fate and then lose, because it's already over and I don't even know where the last one is. Doesn't matter. I still could have gotten an ATMA from that. Let's stay deeper in here so I can have more of my abilities with these higher level fates. Freaking... Alright, 9 minutes. I better focus on this then. Crap, he has Paralyze. Well, I can cure it. I can't prevent it, but I can cure it. Oh, fuck off, dude. That was messed up. I started casting Asuna before I got hit with Paralyzed because I saw it coming a mile away from his long cast bar, and I got paralyzed, then Asuna went off, but Asuna had no effect because apparently I had no condition on me before I started casting. Like, Paralyze hit me before Asuna did, and yet it still didn't cure the Paralyze. That sucks. So I have to sit here and wait for him to finish the cast before I can cure myself. I didn't think that was the case. I know I've had moments where it's like I see something coming a mile away and I cast like an Asuna on an ally and then they like get the effect, lose the effect instantly. I didn't think that was... It shouldn't be that way, I don't think. Not from what I remember, at least. Bye-bye. Okay, some extra Fate XP. Not that that matters that much. Also, I've got Broil now. Baron, if you're still here, like... I went so far with my frickin' Scholar that I bypassed Broil 1 and got Broil 2. See? Like... I'm supposed to unlock Broil in Heavensward, but I've gone so far with my Scholar that I bypassed Broil 1 and unlocked Broil 2. So at least now my single target attack actually is stronger than my AoE. That was like the dumbest. And just another sign that, like, they need to do something with Scholar. They really need to, like, summoner level rework Scholar. Because it doesn't know what it is anymore half the time. Especially stuff like that. Where it's like, even if I didn't bypass like that, it wouldn't have changed the fact that for about 16, I think it is, levels, you are stuck with Ruin 1, and your AoE, your instant cast AoE, is legitimately a stronger attack than your single target attack is. Has higher potency. For like 12 or 16 or something like that levels, even if I didn't like go through all that and bypass it and all that nonsense. Even if I were playing normally. I don't know why what this is a target of. Can't be Grand Company. Oh no, this is a weekly, or no, this is a daily hunt. That's what this is. That's what the sign is. This is a daily, one of my dailies. Okay. I like that the boars are helping me beat him. Bye-bye. ATMA? Still no ATMA. Capri's Tusk. Used in Sylph Society quests. Okay. So that's one of those weird ones, like the Titan Cobalt piece or whatever that you can pick up. Yeah. Okay, that's effectively worthless to me then. Man, what is with all these boss fates? Where do I go? I have to run around him in order to... There's nowhere I can really go. They literally crammed it back in a corner there and then surrounded it with marbles, which means there's no version of this where avoiding its bad breath won't just put me in the path of someone else. The act of trying to avoid its bad breath is going to put me in the path of others. Actually, if I cram myself in the back here like this, right up against its legs, or tendrils or whatever, then I might be able to avoid most of the bad breath stuff. I do need to turn it around a little. I like that Paralyze was the very last thing they let me Asuna off of my Chocobo. Like, they let me Asuna all this other little worthless shit off of the Chocobo, and then the very last thing they gave me was Paralyze. Yeah, if I stay right underneath Cassie, there's a chance I don't pull other Morbles, and I can also spin the her bad breath away from the Chocobo. Just have to make sure I keep her facing this way. Chocobo doesn't get hit with all this nonsense. Since your Chocobo, like, refuses to move when it's fighting with you, you have to sort of work around the Chocobo. Welcome back from the ads, anyone who actually had to watch them. I wish ad blockers still worked really well with Twitch. Twitch has really gone, like, full-blown fascist in fighting off ad blockers. Like, don't make the site better. Don't make any ability, any part of being a streamer or a viewer better. No. But blow billions of dollars on fighting ad blockers. Do that. That's the right way to go. Like, Twitch has really just wasted so much time and money and investment and all of that into fighting ad blockers, which is not a good look. By the way, that's like the worst look you could possibly give off, which is, we don't care, give us our money. That's why I pretty much always just tell people, hey, if you want to use an ad blocker on my page, you go right ahead. I hate ads too. But that being said, it doesn't really always work these days, because they've really invested deep into trying to fight ad blockers. So even if you have 5 different ad blockers running simultaneously, there's a good chance you're still going to get a Twitch ad. Such a waste of money. Such a waste of money. Because at the end of the day, it's always temporary. Like, whatever method they use to fight it, the people running the ad blockers will always find a workaround eventually, which means they have to invest even more money in trying to find a new way to fight it. Seems like the game is starting to make up for the fact that I got my first ATMA on the very first Fate. The game's like, wait a minute, we can't have that happening. So now I'm up to like 5 or 6 Fates now here, getting nothing. Usually the average is like around 4 or 5 Fates probably per ATMA. Somewhere in that area. Sometimes you get it a lot faster. Sometimes it'll take like 12 Fates. I think me and Julie ran a Relic together during a stream like years, like, God, 2 years ago now probably. And I think one of our biggest, like, longest ones was, I think it took like 12 Fates for us to get a single ATMA. Well, there we go. Right as I'm talking about how long it's taking, it blasts me with the ATMA. That takes care of that. Next up is Central Shroud. Another area where there's just a lot of stuff that's not really great because it'll cause me to sink down too far level-wise. You know what? I need to tell my phone to go ahead and charge all the way. If there's a chance we're going to lose power, I don't want my phone to be limited. Where even is that setting? Safety, maybe? No, 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 not there. Advanced features? I don't think so. Nope. Nope. Can I search? Power saving is probably it. Power saving off, turn off, limit CPU speed, decrease brightness, limit apps. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. I must be looking for charge settings. Show charging, fast charging. No, those aren't it. Nope. That's not it. Bye-bye. Need to check this. Still probably power, but it's probably that other one I saw. Adaptive power saving? Power saving on and off automatically based on your usage pattern? No. Alright, let's do charging maybe. Sorry, if we're going to lose power, I want to make sure my phone has a full charge. Charge settings, charge information, charging settings. No, I've already been through those ones. No, not background usage. Oh, there's protect battery. Let's turn protect battery. That's what it's called. Off. The idea is when that setting is on, your phone will ever only charge itself to about 85%. In order to sort of like preserve your battery over years and years, your phone will not charge the battery all the way up to 100. It'll only charge it to like 85 and then be like, okay, that's good. But if there's a chance we're going to lose our electricity for any, I don't know, however long length of time over the next couple of days from our power company, then I want to just go ahead and charge it to full. Let me go ahead and spin this. Got it in one! Holy crap, I got, like, one of them takes like 6 or 7 fates to get it, but I keep getting them in one. This is like the fastest ATMA run I may have ever had. Alright. Back to Limsa first. Also, I will be getting more Tobestones. I won't be showing off what I buy in the future because the event is ending, I think, on the 12th, which will actually be before the next stream of this character. Because I think it's 6 days from now, and the next stream will be 7 days from now. So I'll be getting more Tobestones. I mean, it's really annoying. I've basically been running things like Praetorium and Porta Decumana to get tomestones. God, is that annoying. I hate doing that kind of content. But there are certain things you just can't get on this character without getting them through tomestones. And so that's what I'm doing today. Or at least that's what I'm taking care of now. I don't have enough to get like all the unique, interesting things, so I will have to get more. Come on, man. So many freaking people in Limsa. Too many people just standing around Limsa 24 hours a day, every day, forever. Here we go. So the very first thing I need to buy here is the Innocent Gwibber, which I cannot get on free trial. This is physically impossible because this is a Shadowbringer's mount. The Hades barding would also be impossible, but I don't have enough for both. I'll have to do that too. Simple yet elegant braid that can be employed. That doesn't sound very interesting. Malevolence emote. I want Malevolence. I absolutely want. Yeah, I'm going to need to do a bunch of these. The casual attire I'm going to want. Here's a bunch of mounts that I can get. I can get all of those, so I don't care too much. A wind-up that I can get. Some items from Stormblood, which would kind of be a big bonus eye level wise, but I can't use any of them because of the rules of the challenge. I think I can get these. I don't know for sure though. Wind Up New Moo might be Shadowbringers. No idea. Not as important to me, though. First and foremost, what I want is the Gwibber. So, since I can't get it. And then, I guess the casual attire. Should I do the casual attire? I don't know how else you get the casual attire. I think this might be the only means to do it. Oh, wait. I forgot to, whoops. There. Sorry, I forgot to bring up my... I forgot to bring up my, combined chat. Oopsie. My multi-chat thing. So if anyone had been talking over on YouTube, I was not seeing it. No one has, though. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I don't know of any other way to get the casual attire. I'm not sure if there is. So I'll just go ahead and buy it here. Ideal gossip scheme. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a lot more tombstones. Like, a lot. That's gonna suck, but whatever. Alright. Casual attire coffer. Boop. And the Gwibber trumpet. I now have a mount that I should not physically be able to get. Hooray! Let's go toss this stuff in the drawer real quick. And maybe I'll even put together a glam for this one to wear more today. So there are 5 of these ATMA here in Lenosha. That's the way it goes. There's like 3 in Shroud, 5 in Lenosha, and 4 in Thonolin, which puts you at 12. Yep. Give me the weekly as well. I'm going to be running around, so I may run into some of these hunts, so I may as well get them all right now. Oh yes, also my squadron is about ready to change functionally a little bit. Casual jacket, casual half slops, casual boots. When was it? It was this one. Okay. So much Disciple of Magic. Let's just get rid of the gloves then. Half slops. And booties. There we go. My casual chicken. Honk. Chocobo. Work. Let's go ahead and refund them here for the moment so they can level up a bit. And all be ready. What is this change that you want? Squadron have been improving by leaps and bounds. I think it's time the recruits try their hands in more challenging deployments. It's the only way they'll learn to put this right. There's limits. They've reached level 20, unlocking a special promotion mission. Okay. Increase your squadron's rank. To the high difficulty level of the promotion mission, however, it's advised you first improve your squadron members' individual attributes as much as possible. I've already done that. Flag mission, Void Sent. Let's see, I need to change this up a bit. I've actually got more than enough tactical. I need mental or strength. One or the other. If I throw some healers in, would be the best bet. The healers have better mental than the tanks have strength. So let's pull you, replace with you. And if I pull you, I can still meet that requirement, and replace with you, I can't quite meet that requirement. Oh well. So be it. We'll go with 2. Before I get into the point where I can do command missions, I'm going to want to change all of my DPSs into Arcanists. That's just one of those things. Used to be all DPSs being archers was the best. Now all DPSs being Arcanists is the best. Just flat out. Because Arcanists have the only AoE attack of all the classes in this one. Which means when you're taking them through dungeons with you, you want them to have AoE. Anyway, that's good enough for now. So, yeah. There are so many things in there that I want, that I need more tomestones for. I'm going to be running a lot of freaking Praetorium and Decamana off stream. Man, that's going to suck. I have enough time left that I think I'll be able to buy some of this stuff. I don't know that I'll be able to get everything I want, though. Because there's 3 or 4 things in there. I'm probably going to need close to, like, 150 or 200 to get everything else that I still want. And that's just, I don't think, going to happen. Alright. Outer, upper, middle, western, and lower. I think I can get to middle. There we go. Just by using the Ethernet. Hey, I sense my mark to the northeast immediately. As soon as I pop out, I sense my mark. Nice. Oh. Oh, yeah. I really shouldn't be able to hear this. Like, I really shouldn't be able to hear this music. I love the fact that I can totally get mounts that I shouldn't be able to get through things like Mog Tome events and all that. That's great. Okay, that fate's gonna override it anyway. Let's go ahead and put that music back down. Turn off mount music and put the music back down. Hello, Skogs. Time to die. Get broiled. I think I need to test something really quick in my chat. Just a moment once I finish this fight. What is the broil potency anyway? 240. Okay, yeah. So much better than the ruin that I had to waste all my time on before. Let me just post a little something here. And post a little something here. Just to make sure my chat is working. Since I opened it up late. Yes, I can see both of those. Good. You know, if I was going to put this on... If I was going to slap this one on my screen, I'd want to change a couple settings real quick. But that's something I'd have to do off stream for the moment. Okay, fates. Fates, 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 fates. I'm just gonna pull everything. Even though I don't have an AoE, it doesn't matter. My Turkey over here should be able to do some damage to most of these guys anyway. Plus, I can like one-shot most of these idiots. Going for the ATMA. Victorious Lancaster. Summoner. Oh, he's synced level 9. Veil of Wii U Zenith. Okay, so he's actually working on his too. He has a Zenith weapon equipped, which means he's totally working on his as well. He's working on his Summoner ATMA. Perfect. He's trying to heal me through it. Yep. Let's see. Next one's all the way up here, 9 minutes. That's enough. Interesting to find someone who's working through their ATMA as well. Almost be willing to totally, like, party up with him, but again, I can't form parties, so if he decides he'd like to party up for the ATMA thing, then I'm down for it, but I can't be the one to create a party. Let's go ahead and spin this one, just in case he has any cleaves. He does. I thought I remembered this guy having cleaves. It doesn't inflict any debuffs or anything, so it doesn't really matter if he hits my turkey with it. I love this, like, my chicken dumplings, my chicken, my turkey, my bird. I've called it like a billion different things. I love that. Did I have so many Giesel Greens now? All I had to do was, like, 2 loads. 2 loads of, like, an 8 plot. Plus 1 load of a 3 plot, all with Shroud, and I ended up with so much. ATMA of the Ram! I got my ATMA. That's... middle? Middle. Got my ATMA. Okay. Outer, upper, western, and lower. Middle, western, outer, upper, I think lower first would be best. There I go. Oh yeah, I always forget to do this. And I always kind of like to do this. No. No. Take off the new adventurer thing, because I'm not anywhere near a new adventurer. 9 minutes left, okay. Huh. The fact that he ended up here with me is interesting. I wonder if this person's actually, like, watching the stream or something. I guess the other option is he maybe just went, what's the cheapest teleport to the next location that you need an ATMA from, right? And deduced it from there, but it is interesting that he managed to get to the same location I went. Whoops, forgot to poison him. Nope. No such luck this time. Who do we have to fight now? Oh, yeah, big Aurelia boss. Wow, all of the fates in this zone are, like, super low. Let's make sure to keep those tendrils away from my chocobo. There we go. Thought I had the slide cast that first time, and apparently I didn't. ATMA of the fish. Lower is done. Next, I think, is Western. Head to Aleport. Oh, Dumpling's about to leave. I guess I'll have to use another. That's fine. I have like 300 of them now. It is like so busted, man. You get so many Giesel Greens just by throwing some Shroud Soil on them. I mean, granted, I was using Shroud Soil grade 3, but still, that's a lot that you get just by popping some Shroud Soil on them. Yeah, I'm running into a lot of people here that are running fates. Especially for like low level fates, it's surprising. These people are about the right level for it, I think. Yeah, these people are actually like using these fates to level up, I think. Darn, I didn't get this one in one. I keep getting them in like 1 or 2 a piece, and that's always a lot of fun. If only I had some multi-seat mounts, that'd be nice. Let's pull all the Sahagin at once. There we go. Luckily, these guys all want to melee me, which means I can just blast all of them with Art of War. Next. I love it when they just run straight into my Art of War. It's so much fun. Okay. I've gotten the fish and the ram. And I'm working on the crab right now. This is the boss fate. Do I need this one? Nah. I'll go back and do this one. I forgot this is a multi-series fate. Where they're like assaulting the northern keep, or the northern gate, right? This is like a multi-step fate. Just hit everyone with it. Hit everyone! Ooh. Friggin' love Art of War so much. It doesn't have the stun of the white mage, but it certainly has the freaking instant cast AoE. Look, I almost got bosom buddies too now. Just from running these fates. This turkey's gonna be leveling up a lot. Good job with that long, boring cast, idiot. Maybe I should go ahead and AoE this idiot down. Not that he's really all that dangerous, but he is getting annoying being in my way. Oh, you friggin' silenced me? Are you kidding? Ah, there's bosom buddies too. Wonder if he leveled up from that. We're getting to the point where the bosom buddies XP isn't quite enough to level him up usually. Early on it was a lot. Like every single time I'd hit bosom buddies 1 or 2, he'd basically level up. But these days, not so much. ATMA? ATMA! Got the ATMA! This is the fastest ATMA grind I think I have ever done. Even with the one that took like 6 or 7 fates, this is like the fastest ATMA grind I've ever done. Okay, so he didn't rank up, but he is getting there. Good. That takes care of the crab, which leaves upper and outer. Well, from here... Upper first, then outer. Also, you may have noticed earlier when I was first, like, logging on, I have 93 cobalt ingots. And, 99 leave allowances. Now, that's not enough, but when I have time, off-stream at some point, I'm gonna go grind those out, because, it's not going to be anywhere near enough for the 99 leave allowances. It's not even going to be like 6 short, because the cobalt ingot leave is one of those triple leaves, which means that'll only pull off about 93. That'd be 31 of my leave allowances.
Hot wizards in your area. I don't want love. I just want sex.
I'm back. So that's what you were saving it for, Baron. I see. Makes perfect sense. That's what you were saving it for. Hey, Mugen. Welcome in. We're grinding out ATMA so I can empower my children's pop-up coloring book of Eld to make it stronger. Also, I picked up something I really shouldn't have access to thanks to the tombstones. I love being able to get stuff the game's like, well, you're never going to be able to get this on free trial. That's not possible. It's like, nope. There's a way. Thank you, Moogle Tombstones. Ah, shit, there's nothing. Okay, guess we're sitting. Throwing bombs as a blue mage. You're actually doing the blue mage stuff because you're like stuck waiting on your friend. You weren't gonna level blue mage, but yeah, well, waiting. Yup. Boredom. It leads us to do crazy things. I love having access to this. Even just to like listen to the music is a lot of fun. Dude, I hope no one gets motion sick easily. That's why I usually just hold the camera like this. Also, the other thing I picked up for my Moogle tombstones is my casual clothes. So I could be a casual turkey. Bring you back down. Turn you off. You also got the casual clothes. I looked at it, and there's actually a few other things I'd like to get out of the Tombstone event. The problem is the way I've been getting Tombstones the last couple days has been running Porta Decumana or Praetorium. And that sucks so much. All you got on your main was the Serpent Ring. Yeah. Ronkin Reaper, very Ronkin, yeah. Have to be as Ronkin as possible. Have to wear the Great Serpent of Ringa. So I think I'm going to be doing a lot of like Praetorium and Porta Decumana over the next few days. And over the weekend especially. It sucks, and I really should have been working on it earlier. The other thing is I really can't just do that constantly because I wanted to work on my Fall Guys thing too. But that one has really just enraged me at this point. Like, I don't even think I have the achievement for 10 clears on the Fall Guys event yet. And, like, I never want to touch the Fall Guys event again. I hate it so much. Get another 50 tokens on your main over the weekend just to get that Innocent Gwibber. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could go and get the Innocent Gwibber if you wanted to. I can't. That's the reason. That's the whole reason I picked it up, is because free trial, I won't be able to get the Innocent Gwibber for probably a couple of years until they add Shadowbringers to the free trial too. I mean, yeah, you could, but that would require farming the fight. So, do you really think I'm going to? Yes, there is that. Fate, 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 fate. Yep, there it is. Do you really think I'm gonna like group up with people? I need to try and find a group of people to run some stuff for the Mog Tome over this weekend. It'd be easier if I could establish a group who's like, let's just do like 20 or 30 runs through Praetorium together, and we'll just try and ignore as much as we can and wall-to-wall as much as we can, and like, you know, make it as short as possible. Wait, is this one even a kill all one? Yeah, I think this is a kill all one. I know there's one over here, I believe, that's a boss fight. Game? Ah, he's fighting them up here, that's why. Actually, I think multiple people are fighting them up here. Yep, there are multiple people working on this now. What's this guy doing? Okay, yes, he's working on ATMA. This person is just leveling and doing fates. Found a Blue Mage guide called How I Stopped Waiting on Friends and Blew Myself. I mean, it's possible. You could totally speed level Blue Mage solo from 1 all the way up to max level without having any friends helping you. I assume that's what that guide is trying to teach you. Is to go to the Tempest and speed level solo. Gives a list of where to visit and where the best spells are. Well, that's a good one, too. And what to murder without speed leveling? Okay. I mean, if you don't want to speed level the max level on Blue Mage, then yeah. There is some fun to be had in just sort of leveling Blue Mage up as you go. I often ended up doing the speed leveling strats with friends or without because, by the time I would get around to doing anything like stream-wise with Blue Mage, it'd be like, well, I need this to be at max level right now so I can just contribute in these bits of content. And then go anywhere except within Heavens where they are right now anyway. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I thought you were talking. I thought you were on your main for a second. I forgot you were doing the Blue Mage on your ult. I suppose I could put a food buff on and give me more XP, but I'm so over leveled at this point. I don't think it matters. Most of these fates won't give me any good XP anyway. Yeah, one is pretty tough for his level. Usually with these boss fates, I just beat on them for a while, and within 2-ish casts of my dot, they're dead. One has gone through like 3 or 4 of them at this point. But I do keep having to move out of the way, too. Yes! Atma of the Water Bearer. Which leaves me with... just outer now. Time to go beat up kobolds. Maybe I should be doing my Beast Tribe dailies while I'm doing this. I mean, I need to be doing fates in these zones anyway. I may as well work on the Beast Tribes. And think about that, and I've already missed the Sahagin one, but oh well. Yeah, stop dancing. Talk already. There we go. $14 minutes. Okay. I can't see. There's too many walls and golems and things in the way here. Just gonna run into more and more enemies probably doing it this way. Of course, there's random dipshits on the side here, too. I don't want to fight the Condor. Forget the Condor. It doesn't matter. I can heal faster than the Condor can damage me. Just pump through this damage and go. Nice that it auto-targeted the Condor again. I like that I kill one fate target and then my game automatically targets an enemy fucking 90 degrees to my left, barely on my screen that I wasn't even looking at. The auto-targeting in this game seems like that. That's... What the hell is that targeting? There's 3 golems standing right in front of me, 5 feet in front of me, and you target the Condor that's a billion miles away. The auto-targeting in this game is fucking garbage, man. It, like, always consistently goes for exactly the one thing on the screen you didn't want. At least that time the Condor was actually kind of in the area I was aiming at. That should do it. Oh, ATMA in 1. That finishes up Lenosha. But since I'm here, let me go ahead and finish up these stupid society quests. They'll take like 10 minutes to do. There's another hunt target, but it's not mine. I always end up clicking off on accident there. Skip. See if I can snag this in 1. Yep, got it. There we go. I don't need these enemies now, so let's just fight these idiots. How many do I need? I need 3 of these idiots. I don't even care. I'm just gonna tank these hits. Here, go fight him, stupid chicken. There's the target. Oh, wow. The friggin' Chocobo just one-shot him. Deliver the cores, deliver the grenade digits. Okay. Let's just take everything back now. Skip, skip, skip. Next. Skip, skip, skip. Done. Improving society somewhat, too. Couple of gil, not a big deal. That completely finishes Lenosha. All I've got left is the 4 in Thonolin. So let's check. East, central, west, south. Start at central. I mean, this is going smashingly well today. Like, this is going surprisingly well today. $14.9. Let's go to the 9 then. I don't know that I've ever had this much luck on ATMA grind before. I've gotten like half of the ATMAs so far in like 1 or 2 fates. Plus, I'm pretty consistently running into other people doing fates. About half of them for ATMA and about half of them for just like leveling. So I'm rarely having to like run fates solo, but I'm also, there's not so many people running them that I'm just constantly getting to them late. I did only get a silver out of that one. I can't remember if you have to get gold to get an ATMA, though. I know you can get them even if you fail the fate, but I don't remember if you have to have a gold level rank to get an ATMA. Vodyanoi. Vodyanoi. Huh. Tim Lobster. He's just leveling up his Dark Knight, I guess, by running fates. I think there'd be better ways to do that, but actually at the level you started at... No, you start Dark Knight at 30. You start all the Heavensward classes at 30. Yeah, he should be doing dungeons to level that. As a tank, he'd get good Q times. Unless maybe he's just running fates with friends, because there were other people running these fates too, but I don't see them, so I don't think they're together. Oh wow, I'm actually starting to pull aggro. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm starting to. You want to get some crystals, the PvP currency? The trophy crystals? Unless I want 1 hour queues. Are the queues that bad? Oh yeah, because you're on other... Wait, you're on like Primal, right? Are the queues really that bad for PvP on Primal? On Reflecia, it's an hour. Jesus. Usually I can get into PvP consistently within like 5 minutes. Dynamis. Oof. Yeah, I guess if we're talking Dynamis. I will admit, I have occasionally been using Dynamis in order to get really, really small lobbies in the Blunderville stuff. So that I don't have to put up with, like, trying to fight other people. Some of whom are cheating, some of whom are fucking beast mode idiots who just do nothing but Blunderville for some reason, right? To try and win that occasionally. You can much more consistently end up in, like, a solo lobby or even a small lobby of, like, single-digit competitors in the Fall Guys event on Dynamis. I have been doing that occasionally. When I truly get just, like, completely enraged by the event and despise it, and despise that, like, half the people are cheating, half the people are glitching out solo lobbies, like, loading in, loading out, loading in, loading out, right? And, like, the only other people around are people who basically just do Fall Guys all the time for hundreds of hours every time the event comes around. And it's like, you're never gonna win if you're in the same lobby as them. Crystal yesterday for queues because Void Arc on Dynamis is also 1 hour queues. Yeah. Look at this tiny little gladiator. Says the tiny little potato. Look at this little baby gladiator. You've now done all of the Alexander raids legitimately. Interesting. Who'd you get to take you through them? Or did your friend want to do the Alexander raid, so, like, you went with your friend? Well, normal, anyway. Did I really still not have it? Yeah, I still haven't gotten it. That's okay. We're only up to like 3 or 4 now. You just went with your friend and queued for them. Hadn't done them properly. Just yeah, that's what most people do. Oh, fucking collection fates. I'm not even gonna fight unless the game forces me to fight some of these enemies. Although, actually, if I target the enemies, my Chocobo will take them out for me. Duty Commenced is live now. I haven't watched it before. I'm not gonna watch it now. Uh-huh, I win. He'd ask for an idea what I needed to know and they'd not tell me and then be like, bye, when I died to mechanics or got mad at me. They sound like assholes. People who won't describe mechanics to a person and then just boot the person when they don't do the mechanics right are a bunch of dicks. Shit, was I muted? Oh well. Yeah, those people sound like assholes, Baron. There was a tank who's giving you wildly contradicting advice. Yep, sounds about right. I totally know what I'm talking about. No, you don't. You don't know shit. Obviously, you don't know shit. Then when you'd be tanking them, like, over there somewhere in Kenya. God. Now, let's see if this is enough, because I hate these events so much. These stupid collection ones. 14 is not even close. God, you need like 30? Jesus. hate that it doesn't seem like I can set my companion to... Oh, cool, he leveled up. Should I go for this? Enhanced crit hit actually would be nice. Let's go for enhanced crit hit. And I guess I'll grab a first defender bit, even though defender is basically worthless. That's not why I went in there. Ugh. Really wish you could tell it to just, like, hate all enemies or some nonsense like that. Also, I picked up the rest of the bardings, which got me, Cavalier. The pimp you'll ride for the Chocobo for picking up all the bardings. I've also been doing a little, Palace of the Dead. I cleared the 20th floor and started getting myself some Accursed Horde. I've actually got myself, like, 8 or 9 pieces of Accursed Horde. And then a lot of materia. Oh yeah, I didn't explain. That's the thing I did off stream this week. The thing I did off stream was craft myself low level all classes gear in the Materia 1 and Materia 2 ranges, and then put them on my miner and my botanist, and then just run around gathering time nodes and stuff. And so I have fully melded them. That's the funniest part. Is like, look at this low-level garbage gear. Like Cotton Sugar Loaf, fully pentamelded. Velveteen Sugar Loaf, which you can't really see because it's behind me there, but fully pentamelded, right? With like 1s and 2s. Just garbage materia. Garbage materia. Anything I happen to have on hand that I wasn't using. I have a full set of clothes and accessories, and I'm basically relying on my main and secondary tools to do all the heavy lifting while I'm gathering from time nodes. I can only get up to about 60 or 70% success rate, but that doesn't matter, because gathering successfully from the time nodes is not what I need. Number of hits is what I need in order to meld the gear. Or in order to spirit bond the gear, it's literally just number of times you hit it. Come here, stupid chicken. It's just more and more crap I don't want. Let's go down to this. Not bad. That's a little too much. That's way too much. We'll go with that. So he has a little bit of armor on. What are these even adding? Dude, it doesn't look like they're adding anything. Or are they adding back pieces? No, it doesn't look like they're doing anything. It looks like all 3 of these bardings, the bigger bardings, are the exact same on his legs. There we go. Yeah, I really do wish I could, like, tell the Chocobo to attack without having to manually attack myself. Thought there was a way to do that, but I don't seem to recall how. He doesn't have, like, a pet hotbar of his own that I can use. Make this one and see how we're doing. This is a stupid level that she needs here. There we go, 28, that's enough. Much better. Let's get out of here. I don't ever want to touch that one again. I hate collection fates so much, man. Collection fates are the worst. I should let that one run out before I jump into this one so I can see if I got the ATMA. That other one will take like a minute to finish up. May as well start to work on this. Hey, I got the ATMA from that other one. Good. Don't need to continue working on this one. Alright. That is scales. Eastern, Western, Southern. $239, $195, $239. Alright, let's start with Western then. $12. Great. They're both at about 12 minutes and they're on opposite ends of the map. I could shorten it by just teleporting to Vesper Bay after finishing this one. Tiny babies. Tiny little baby sprouts running around. Good work, Chocobo. Hit something. Yay, all of this worthless animal skin I'm picking up. Like, I can get these easy anytime I want. They're like the simplest thing in the world to farm. Keep poisoning everyone and everything. Keep spreading the dots. Oh, come on. Idiot. Probably down to like 0 health and then he leashed. I hate that. And it's just like, nope, now he's in vuln. Vesper Bay! Good, my phone's finished charging. Oop. Put you down there, like that, and put my phone up there. Come on, please turn off. Wait, what? 14.9. Let's go to this one then. Being able to just fly up and over and ignore a lot of the freaking geometry. So much fun. Is it boss fate? Yeah, looks like it. Go ahead and turn him away from my chicken. Oh boy, this one seems to have a decent amount of health too. Shouldn't be too bad. I think I'll get him in about 3. That's interesting. I was wondering about people who might have, like, arachnophobia fighting something like this, and I'm like, I guess you could just fight it like this. No, I think it's gonna take me 4 dots to get him. For some reason, he's not taking much damage here. Are you sure you're in attacker mode? Get in there and deal some damage to him. Just like suddenly not taking much damage at all. Go ahead and keep my Chocobo out for another 30 minutes or so. That'll probably be enough for me to actually finish up the grind. At the rate I'm going. Unless the game just decides to give me one ATMA that's like, nope, you have to do 33 fates before we'll give you one, kind of thing. Which is very unlikely, but since it's RNG, it could basically take as long as it wants. That'd be great if I got like 11 ATMA within like 1 to say 6 fates average, and then the very last, the 12th ATMA, was like 25 fates or some nonsense like that. It would suck, but it would like make perfect sense. Bigger fish to fry. Okay, a bunch of new ones are popping up. Is the only enemies? Yeah, just the smallmouth ones. Oh yeah, the big one appears after you finish this fate too. Of course, they all spawned on the opposite end of a bunch of enemies I don't want to pull. It figures my target enemies will be like, let's spawn on the other side of these buzzards that are aggressive. Come here, chicken. Deal with this stupid buzzard that won't leave me alone. How about you attack that? Why won't you... Oh my god! Why are you ignoring it? My stupid Chocobo just ignored me attacking the buzzer like 3 times in a row and refused to set it as its target just so it could run off and attack something I didn't care about. attack this. I hate that we don't have a direct here attack this button for our Chocobo. Not interested. In fact, you're just gonna die in one, idiot. I thought the big boss one was supposed to spawn here, but I'm not sitting around waiting for it. There are a couple of other fates up I need to go grab anyway. Because they're already down to like 8 minutes. Mended Lunar Envoy. I don't know why she's here. I have no idea why someone who's wearing this, like, who's probably level 100 is here fighting fates in this area. I don't know if there's any reason for it. Maybe fate achievements? Maybe they think low-level fate fights are just really easy and simple and faster than any others. Even though if I was going for fate achievements, I would go for the shared fates. Because you need those anyway. I don't even need to poison these ones. 1 or 2 shots is enough to kill all of them. And the dot is basically wasted. I guess it could slowly tick on some of these ones I'm not focusing on, though. And it's still not really enough to make the dot worth it. I can just send my Chocobo after one and then focus the other myself. Let's get this one. Yeah, this ATMA's taking a little while. Not too bad so far. As long as I get it in the next fate or two, it won't be too bad. But I suppose we will see. Of course he's too far away. Went out to the absolute frickin' ultimate end possible of the fate distance just to make sure that I couldn't pull him without, like, putting myself in danger of these guys, too. Nice. Of course. Fuck it. Just pull everything. Just pull everything. It doesn't matter. Nothing here has enough damage to kill me anyway. But ignore the snakes, idiot. Did you see my fucking asshole here take 2 snakes and I hit tab 3 times and ended up on a snake every time? Like, the hell is with this game's targeting? There were 2 snakes. I hit tab 3 times, got a snake every time. Shouldn't even physically be possible. Not at all interested. Get utterly and completely ignored, stupid snakes. We done yet? Nope, there's one more. Done. Still no ATMA, though. Now it's starting to become a little annoying. $13, $14, $7. Yeah. Here at like the very tail end, the last third of the ATMA grind, the game is suddenly being like, we've been too generous. Here, take an hour to work on one ATMA. Oh well, it is what it is. But it doesn't matter, because eventually it has to give me the ATMA. Like, eventually I win, because eventually you have to give it to me. Just dot everything. Dot everyone and everything. Good job with that paralyzed dipshit. That stun, on the other hand, was a pretty good hit. Because it put me right in the path of someone else's attack. You, come back here. There we go. ATMA of the twins. Finally. Okay. Eastern and Southern. Which are not the same. Okay, I'll go Southern then first. They were the same the last time I teleported, so I figured they would be again, but I guess I moved to a different part of the location and it put me further away from one of them.
Please be aware that I am about to go through one of my core class abilities, which is called ley lines.
Oh no, not the core class abilities. I'm gonna drag every AoE in the universe on top of your ley lines, Baron. I'm gonna change to ninja, DPS as hard as I can to get aggro on everyone, and then drop a Doton on top of your ley lines and just stand in it with you.
Bitch, bitch, little bitch. I made you my bitch, Jesse. Bitch, bitch. Yeah, bitch, Jesse.
I'll make you my bitch. Not interested. If you don't want to come out here to fight me, then I'm not fighting you at all. Oh, this is a boss one. This is not a kill all of them. That's why this guy's taking forever to beat. I wondered why this guy seemed to be taking forever to die. It's because this is a boss fate. Not a kill X fate. It's a kill this person fate. Alright then. Come on. Just die, moron. I mean, I can do this all day, pal. I'm not even using my own heals or my Chocobo's heals, and you can't damage me enough to out-heal me. No? You want me? Come get me, Orator. Of course he can attack through a solid fucking rock. Only makes sense that the game would instantly tell me target not in line of sight, but for that Orator? No, this rock doesn't even exist. Make me waste my time with this dipshit over here that no one cares about. Just because he has Paralyze as an ability. You guys really ought to get up here and fight the boss. Although I think they'll still get credit even if they were just fighting like randos when the boss dies. Boop. What are we at? 9 minutes? 12 minutes. Let's do this one then. Get everyone's attention here, shall we? Wow, they just stunned me over and over and over again. Yes, game, that's what I want you to target. I want you to target the stupid lizard that's 10 miles away. I really need to change the targeting system in this game to see if I can fix this even slightly. Did I turn on ignore depth? Is that what happened? Line of sight, closest range. Closest range. Yep, good try, morons. Deal with these idiots. Is that it? Really? Just 3 at a time? Oh well. That enough? Yep, that's enough. ATMA of the Scorpion, done. One more zone. East Thonolin. Yes! Almost finished with this one, and I've only been going for 2 hours. Isn't too bad. Maybe I'll go ahead and just finish early and have this be a bit of a shorter episode this week. Because there's a lot of stuff in ATMA farming that I can just cut out. I like being able to just leave my chocobo to go beat up an enemy for me and ignore that enemy. See, I can just hit that archer once and the chocobo targets it, and then I can just change focus to the lancer. Now the chocobo should be targeted on that guy, which means I can grab these two. And then if I whack this guy one more time, the chocobo should go after him. And I can change to this lancer. I can also grab this pugilist. Here, you go ahead and work on that guy. Oh man, he just snap kicked him into death. There we go, done. Oh darn, I was hoping I'd see like an ATMA in one on the very last one. That would just be hilarious to me. 2 minutes is not enough. I guess I can go start the high bridge stuff. As long as it's not the boss one. I don't really love the boss one. That one's annoying. That being said, since I'm playing as a scholar, I could probably handle the boss one just fine. Because I could probably out-heal him. What even is this one? I don't know if this is high bridge. I think this is just the attack. Oh, yeah, no, this is the boss one. Of course this is the boss one. They're taking the town back. Yep, I need to go down here and fight. Skip all the idiots in the way. Just get to the boss. Sink. And try and pull the boss up here, away from all of the ads. Yeah, I can handle this guy just fine. The last time I tried to do this boss one, I was doing it on my archer, and my archer just plain didn't, like, have the healing to stick up with it, right? Oh, they ran straight through the town to come straight to me, so they dragged an enemy or two with them. I may as well get rid of these. Did they just, like, kill hostages or something? I don't think so. It looked like they just killed normal attackers. Hostages are still sitting there just fine. Let's go ahead and get rid of this so these guys can focus on the boss. Otherwise, I think we're good. I'm bothering to, like, heal them up so I could just have as many people dealing DPS to him at the same time as possible. It'll help a little bit, as long as I can keep his attention on me, which shouldn't even be difficult because they deal such little DPS that they should never have any threat of actually pulling him off of me. I don't think my normal healing would heal them too, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything to them. Just gotta keep those guys off of them. Even my AoE GCD stuff. Oh, I don't even have my AoE GCD heal. Great. Too low level for that. Let's keep him spun around. These brass blades are not helping that much. I was hoping having consistent DPS going off on this guy, even if it was really crappy DPS, would really help me, but it's just really not that much. I mean, they're trying. They're trying their best, even if it ain't anything, even remotely useful. Look at them trying their hardest. Literally just doing pathetic, weak little autos on him, and that's about it. There we go. An actual player here to help. That'll work. There we go. Darn, I didn't get the ATMA off of that one either. 14, 14, 12, but this one's so close, I better do this one first. That 12 isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Wait, is this a boss, or is this Amalja Lancer's approach from the blah blah blah? Okay, no, this is just a kill fate. Yeah, this is just a kill fate. Pull all the things. All the things. And then I'll just heal through it. Look at all these tiny little flame privates. Keep the dots going on everyone. Just like throwing dots out at every single enemy possible here. And then just let the dots burn them down. love just pulling everything. Everything and their grandmother, too. I love being able to pull everything and not even at any point whatsoever feeling like I'm in danger. Like, nope, I can heal through anything they're gonna throw at me. I'm good. Literally any damage these idiots are gonna throw at me is gonna be basically nothing. And my fairy's right there with me, so I'm perfectly fine. Go ahead and get this guy who's just about to run out. There we go. Alright. I need to get out of there. Much better. And head for this one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the right one to go to. It's got the lowest amount of time left. Look, there's the area where you fight the Void Sen as the Black Mage, I think, down there. Well, then I'm down to, like, one last ATMA. Let's see just how bad the game is gonna mess with me. Imagine doing this for, like, 10, I think it was, relics? Because that's what I did on my main the first time around, when I actually thought I was gonna do all the relics before I realized, wow, this is a waste of time for shit that I don't even want anyway. Right? And I'll need to do it on this character eventually, but I'm going to do that over a very long period of time. I'm only worried about this one relic right now. I'll come back for other relics when I'm like level 70 on those classes and stuff. And I'll probably do all the relics like one at a time. So I'll only ever have to do like one set of ATMA each time. It can technically be faster to farm all the ATMA at once, because you're just right in the middle of it and you just keep going until you have all the ATMA you need in each zone and then move on to the next one kind of thing, right? Technically it can be faster, but it's much more tedious doing it that way. Plus, it would leave me with a bunch of ATMA I have to hold on to, or a bunch of relics I have to start and then hold somewhere in my inventory. That's why I'm not going to bother. I'm only going to do these relics one at a time, and then I'm going to use them to start my Heavensward relics as well, so I can completely skip the first stage of the Heavensward relic by having a completed ARR relic that I basically turn in as fodder for the first stage of the Heavensward relic. And I'll just do it that way. And that way I can basically get rid of relics as I finish them, and then if I want them for glam later, I can just buy them and throw them in my dresser. Because ultimately, that's all the relics are going to be good for, is glam, if I want them that way. Right now, this relic is good because it gets me up higher eye level so that I can get into the Bahamut raids eventually, but realistically, that's only for a very short period of time. Wait, do I only want to be fighting the Elder Longhorn? Is that what's going on here? Doesn't look like it, because it's not going with his health, and his health is going quite fast. So I think I need to actually be fighting all of these enemies. Unfortunately, I don't have my AoE, so there is that. just sitting here reapplying dots through my freaking enemy list. Yep, it definitely is kill X number of the enemies rather than just kill that one Longhorn. A lot of Outgoat skins. If only I had a reason to have so many. Maybe I'll just turn them into Outgoat leather and then see if there's anything I care to make off of it. Just turn them into Outgoat leather and then like go down my list and see if there's anything I still have like incomplete on my crafting log that I can do. And there's the Atma of the Bull. Actually, that was fitting that I got it by doing the Longhorn one. There we go. Technically, this is the wrong zone, but I'll put it there just to make it easier to keep track of. There we go. All the Atma are done. Back to North Shroud we go. And then I guess maybe I can get started on the first book? Maybe. Possibly. I don't know if I should. Often better to have them sort of split up a bit. Could do these for another moonstone. But I don't care that much about the society quests right now. Those are not what I'm focused on at the moment. Doing Fall Guy stuff and Homestone stuff is what I'm focused on until the 12th when everything like goes away. Oh, not Geralt. Jalzahn. Where's my Deus Ex Gratia? I'll return this to my inventory. Zenith enhancement. Atma, I shall imbue your relic. Select your relic, Omnilex Zenith. I think that had a couple of materia in it, but I don't care that much. 12 unique varieties of Atma. You've done well, my dear adventurer. Wark. It's just like Chocobo face, like, huh? Leave the rest to me. I require but a moment. Relic weapon, Omnilex Zenith. Or is it still Omnilex, or did they change the name? They do change the name at some point, but I think it's still Omnilex here. Souls housed within the Atma have merged with your relic. Take it up once more, adventurer, and savor the newfound power that courses through it. Zenith has been reborn through the power of Atma. No, wait. That one. And then let's see if they actually have the quest complete thing. Wish to have another Relic Weapon Zenith enhanced, you may do so by repeating the process of obtaining 12 unique pieces of Atma and then presenting the objects to Jalzahn. I have to get another one up to Zenith level first because you have to equip a Relic Weapon Zenith while you're doing Fates in order to get Atma. But I'm not doing that right now. Boop. And then Omnilex Atma. Item level 100. Trials of the Braves. A man with grand plans for your relic weapon. Stout assistant. Assistant? Yeah, right. You wish. Just you're enjoying your Atma-infused relic? While your newfound might may indeed be impressive, what if I were to tell you that your weapon may grow even mightier still? By running 9 horrible, horrible books that are absolute garbage. Research leads me to believe that this is a distinct possibility. As before, if you would agree to be my subject, promise that you will not be the worse for your part. What say you? Yeah, sure. Need pictures of these. Count on you, my friend. Listen then to the theory I have recently formed. Legend tells that when the world lies upon the brink of destruction, brave souls who bear the light shall arise to banish the dark. Yeah. Known by myriad names in my native Radzedan, they are called the Zodiac Braves. Said to wield arms of unparalleled might that shone with the radiance of 1,000 stars. Ultimate objective, dear adventurer, is no less than the recreation of these legendary arms. The Venerian tradition holds that the Zodiac Braves gathered light to their weapons by vanquishing formidable foes. It's my theory that the heroes were in fact absorbing souls. Now, through the use of ATMA, your weapon has been transformed into something with the self-same ability. It exists as a vessel for souls. At present, however, this vessel holds but a small fraction of its capacity. If it is to realize its potential, you must have it drink deep of the souls of slain foes. Not every soul is created equal, and so it follows that not all creatures will serve as our purpose. Indeed, the Zodiac Braves themselves were very particular as to which foes they chose to vanquish. In the interest of efficiency, you would do well to seek out adversaries of like nature. This you might refer to the Trials of the Braves, a collection of sacred texts that tell of the hero's deeds. Books are common enough in Radzedan. Having recently formed my theory, I did not think to bring them with me. As though with trade flourishing between our lands, mayhap there is local merchant dealing in imported wares who has them in stock. Yeah, so go spend 100? No. Is it 75? Like 75 or 100 poetics each for each one of the books. So you're going to need around like 7, 8, 900 poetics, which is not that difficult. That's certainly not very hard, but it is something to keep note of. Because you need to buy each of the books yourself. And then you run and you complete everything in the book, and then you give the book back to the person who gave it to you. Okay, that's all my ATMA's done, so I'm good there. What is this meme? Lamp. Oh my god, lamp. Pretty good one. Next. Do I have to go to... Yeah, I do. I have to go to her. She'll send me to the other person. Hi, Rowena. Venerian literature on heroes who wield dazzling weapons. It's called The Trial of the Braves. Might be as I've got something what fits your description. Gijsana is the one who deals in tomes and the like. You'll find her near the north gate of the toll. There we go. There we go. Now I can talk to Gijsana. I need to make the 110 gear. I think I might be able to do that in a week. Maybe. I know that in order to make it, I need to unlock Mastercraft 2 books. And in order to do that, I need a bunch of Fieldcraft Demi-Materia 3. And I was worried about that. Like, God, am I going to have to craft a bunch of, like, master level gatherer and crafter things and then break them down, descent them to try and get it? And the answer is no. There is a way to get Fieldcraft Demi-Materia. It's... Where is it? No, it's Master Armor, Master... No, none of that. That's not it. Forager Gear? No, that's not it. Could get those, I suppose. It's about the same as the Artisan Gear, so I may as well. There it is. Fieldcraft Demi-Materia. Fieldcraft Demi-Materia 3s, I can actually craft Mastercraft 1 items. I think these are 2-star Mastercraft recipes. So they're not the easiest Mastercraft recipes, but I do know I can make them because I've made these before. So if I craft these, I can turn them in for the Fieldcraft Demi-Materias, and I think that was the only thing holding me back from getting the Mastercraft 2 books. Then I need to put a list of the 110 gear together and see what crazy bullshit they want from me for that. I might be able to do it in a week or maybe 2. And then I could get back to the Bahamut raids. Sort of. I need to see what eye level gear I can pull out of the Bahamut raids and see if I can even get it there. Because like I said, I need to make the 110 set, then I can upgrade to the raid gear after that. Because that proves, like, yes, I had the capability to make the strongest freaking set of crafted gear available in this expansion before I then move on to, like, farmed gear. To just, like, meet the eye levels that the game is not going to give me on crafted gear to reach, like, the very end of the raid series. Again, I could say no to that and make up the difference with my party that would go into Bahamut with me, but it just feels like I'm dragging them down if I don't at least hit the min eye level. Wark? Trials of the Braves, you say? Quay! Why, yes, we do happen to have something like that. Anything interested in moldy old things like... What I meant to say was they're extremely rare, and you are like to find them anywhere else in Eorzea. Yep. 9 books comprise a set. This lady wants like 100 freaking iPhones from me for these things that are garbage, and no one wants them anyway. Leave it to everyone who works for Rowena to be the freaking scam artist. Each one of those with a small fortune. I like you, adventurers. I'm willing to offer them at a discount. 100 elegant tomestones of poetics. You can be the proud owner of a piece of history. Yep. Anywhere else, and you'll easily pay twice that. No, you wouldn't. But I can't get them anywhere else. You can make the exchange, just let me know. Trials of the Braves commenced. All foes listed within a book of the Trials of the Braves, your relic weapon ATMA will gain an attribute. Distinct sets of Trials of the Braves exist for each relic. Blah, 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 blah. Paladin set comprises 7 for the... That doesn't matter. It still requires all 9. You can only possess 1 at a given time. Yep, you have to complete each book first. You may dispose of it by speaking with her. Yeah. May your relic drip deep, blah, 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 blah. Boop. There's a collection of sacred texts spanning 9 books, each of which contains a series of objectives for enhancing your relic weapon. Technically, every time you beat one of these books, you do gain stats on your relic weapon, but it's so minuscule and pathetic that it's like a complete waste. The fact that they haven't shortened the Trials of the Brave section to just like 1 book, or even just like 3 books or something like that, is so dumb to me. Did she give me one automatically? I forget if they do that. They did not. Oh, also I've been doing this off stream when I was trying to spirit bond my low level gear so that I could pull materia off of it. I basically just been farming a shit ton of crystals and shards, like 1,000 of each, so that I have them for the next time I want to do crafting. Trials of the Braves. Give me one of the books of fire. Wait. Yes, mind. Here it is. 100 elegant tomestones. Obtain the book of the Trials of the Braves. So I'm not going to do this today. It's better to keep this in sort of its own thing. Actually, most of this is going to get done off stream. The very last book I might do on stream to sort of show off 1 book run before I finish that tier of the relic kind of thing. But I'll do most of this off stream. See, it's a series of different enemies that you have to fight, kind of like your hunt log. And then it's a series of 3 dungeons that you have to complete. I believe you have to have your relic equipped when you face the boss of these dungeons, but I think you can do most of the dungeon without it. I think you could do most of the dungeon with your strongest weapon and then equip your relic for the final boss of these 3. I think that's how these work, but don't quote me on that. I forget. And then 3 fates. Usually there's at least 1 fate in this series that is not just an easy to get fate that's up whenever. I don't think all 3 of them are usually like this, but usually in any set of these 3, there's usually 1 fate in here that's like part of a chain where you have to complete certain other fates to open it up, so you can't just sit around in the zone waiting for it to pop usually, unless other players happen to do it for you. And then a series of 3 separate leaves that you need to complete. That's in every book. Every single book. There's a series of about 10 enemies, 3 dungeons, 3 fates, one of which is usually not easy to get access to, and 3 leaves. Every single book. And you have to do 9 books for this stage of your relic. So we're not doing that on stream. Thank you very much. What can we do, or what should we do? Should we do anything? I think I'm good. This is about a half an hour earlier than I would usually stop, but I think that's a good stop point. I don't want to get started on the Trial of the Braves. I'll handle most of this stuff for the eye level 110 gear off stream. I think I'm good. Maybe I'll just go work on turning in some of this leaves. I mean, that's super boring, but it's something I'm just going to cut out of the YouTube video anyways. I'll just, like, delete that whole section, and I can just hang out here and sort of chat with you guys for a little bit while I boringly run back and forth. But I think Cobalt Ingot is kind of the way to go for me at the end here. With, like, the best leaves in ARR. I don't know that it's the absolute best, but I think it's kind of the way to go for me. Because it's a triple turn-in leave, which means I can get a bunch of stuff out of it, and it's got a pretty good rate. Oh, yeah. Let me take this. And then I'll actually pop over to Armor. That way, when I go back to pick up the leave from her, it'll be in the right place. See, so it's 1. Yep. 2. Triple turn in. So I'll be able to knock out about 30 leaves doing it this way. I do want to delete those other ones that were just sort of in the way. See, and it's just a bunch of back and forth. It's very boring and very tedious. It is a little better later on when the leave giver and the leave receiver are, like, right next to each other, because you don't even have to move an inch. And you can just do this. Like, I could just finish up with CL and then turn around and immediately talk to the other person and pick the leave up again. And this one I do have to run back and forth a bit. In pretty much most of the expansions after ARR, they do pretty consistently stick the person who gives you the leave at, like, the same counter as the person who you turn it into. Not always, but most of the time. This one's actually fairly good. There are a number of leaves you can pick up where it literally wants you to go to another town to turn it in from the place where you picked it up. Or where they at least, like in Limsa, you pick up the leave upstairs and then you have to travel downstairs to turn the leave in, kind of thing. Those ones are pretty annoying. You get really, like, good at repetition. You get very good at repetition as you're doing this sort of stuff. Where it's like, yep, I need to talk this, and then I need to hit it this many times, and then I need to go here, and I need to tap that one, and tag this one, and escape, and then run over here, and then, like, you know what I mean? You get very good at, like, simple, quick repetition doing these sorts of leave turn-ins, especially these triple ones. Almost makes me want to do one that's just had a single turn-in rather than a 3 turn-in, but I can get better money and stuff out of this one. Like, I've already made about 30 or 40k off of this. And that wasn't just right now, that was earlier as well. I think I was doing a little bit of this. But, like, this is the kind of stuff that gets me up to the point where I can actually afford to buy the different jobs. is doing leave turn-ins like this to burn off extra leave allowances. Finding, like, what's the highest paying one? What has the most turn-ins? What is something I can really easily... And that's what really sold it to me on this one, is it's cobalt ingots. I can easily craft cobalt ingots. You just need a little cobalt and a little iron, and you're done. You don't need, like, 5 different items for that recipe. I'm also picking up a lot of other stuff, too, doing this, aren't I? Heat-resistant plaster and stuff like that. Oh, wow, they're giving me a lot of cobalt as a reward, too, aren't they? There's no way I had that much cobalt just on hand. They're often giving me cobalt ore as the reward for this cobalt ingot. Yeah, that makes sense. They do that sometimes, but without the iron, I'm going to have to go farm the iron myself in order to do more of this. And that's fine. Iron is easy. Yeah, 16 cobalt ore for that one turn-in. And then this one, another 16. Yeah, they're giving me a bunch of cobalt ore. They're giving me some Grand Company items as well. Like that heat-resistant plaster is a Grand Company item that you buy for seals. Right? Which is sort of rare, and it's kind of worth having, but it also is taking up space in my inventory, so I usually just sell it and then buy it again when I need it. I can pretty consistently get seals when I need to. Sometimes I run a little low if I need a bunch suddenly for some stupid crafting list or whatever, where I need like 30 or 40,000 seals to buy stuff. Also, I'm leveling up my armor like crazy doing this. Is he almost 60? Oh, he's almost 59. Okay. Like, that's part of the problem is I won't even be able to start doing my Grand Company turn-ins again to work on that achievement when I hit Heavensward, because by the time I hit Heavensward, all of my crafters are going to be in, like, Stormblood tier, and so it's going to want Stormblood gather materials for the crafts for my Grand Company. That's one thing that I think was stupid. They should never have your Grand Company require materials from a zone you can't even get to. Like, your Grand Company should take into account where you are in the MSQ before it decides what to have you use for your Grand Company turn-ins. That shouldn't even be all that difficult to track. It should literally be like, well, they're not even in the first quest of Heavensward yet, so let's not require any materials from Kurthus West or Dravanian Forelands or anything like that. It really is just a lot of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. This is super, like, boring doing this stuff, but it's one of the best ways to use up my leave allowances. The other is to go run Battlecraft ones, and I do those sometimes if I have ones I haven't completed yet or if I'm working on leveling up a class, but realistically, once you get a class up to 18, your best bet for leveling it is running dungeons, not leaves. And this isn't even going to use up 100 of my, or even 99 of my leave allowances. Like I said, is only going to use up like 31, 33, something like that of my leave allowances. But it'll take the edge off, so I don't have to worry about constantly being sitting at near overcap. I'm getting earth shards out of it too, nice. See, that's a nice thing I wouldn't mind them giving me more often. Sometimes you get so used to doing things really quickly with your fingers without ever touching the mouse, right? When you're doing leave turn-ins like this, that you end up screwing it up and fat-fingering something and end up pressing the wrong thing. The worst is if you go far enough that you actually pick up the wrong leave. Because then you just blew a leave allowance on something if you're not willing to craft it. Alright, you know what? That's enough of this. I've got plenty more to go through still. Got 40, 45, 7, 8, 10, 15-ish more turn-ins of this to go. But I will do that on my own time. Use the copy of the Omnilex ATMA? Yes, yes, please do. In the meantime, let's just head home. Oh man, yeah, it's getting very hot in my room at this point, so it's time. If the game ever wants to load in. Still love this stupid chicken head. Little casual clothes with the chicken head. Come on. Load in, pal. Oh. Everything takes forever to load these days. I don't know if it's because my computer is like overheating since I turn my fan off most of the time when I'm streaming. I don't know if it's just the 7.0 graphics, but they don't seem all that much better to me, so it doesn't seem like that should be the case. I don't know if it's oh, whoops. Oh well. Alright. That is where we will go ahead and call it for today. Alright, let me hop over to Twitch and see who is live and what they are up to and find us a place to raid. Tonight, shall we? Let's see who's live. What are you doing? Re-clears and leveling? No. Fantasy Star stuff? No. Scent. Retro games, chatting, 14, dailies, shenanigans, no. Xenoblade Chronicles X. No, let's do Chinchilla. Let's do that. Yeah, let's go there. Let me grab the URL and drop it in here. Send it to both chats. That is where we will go ahead and go tonight to say hi to Chin. If you are getting left behind by the Twitch raid or you're on YouTube and you'd like to join us, go ahead and hit that URL and we will pop over there in just a second. I will see you guys again on Saturday, I believe. I will be finishing the Dawn Trail MSQ on my main on Saturday. I should be. I'm at level 100 in the MSQ, so we should be basically done. And so one last stream of that until I'm into the, like, post Dog Trail stuff. And then I don't know what I'll do with that one after that. This video will be out by Friday with the stuff for my ATMA farm and all that. And as well as some of the stuff I did off stream that didn't really show off. I will see you guys again later this weekend. Bye-bye.